Go.
The fantasy game. All right. So when last we played, you all had finished your job of delivering the star spawn to their destination. When that star spawn creature became a larva mage, you all dispatched it with mucho gusto. And you headed back to your ship, which you found had been absconded with. Thanks to a smuggler and the ship, the Centennial Hawk, you all made your way to another city, the city of Relay, where you came up with quite an impressive scheme to recover your ship. It didn't work precisely as planned, but you did all manage to recover the jackalope, kill the second in command of the largest KLA force and her various minions, and take out the last two GU starfighters in the city of Relay.
Yeah.
You then started to make your way back to where I have to check my notes because I don't remember. To the city where you had left. Tristwy is the name of the city. You headed back to Tristwy, where your companion Cromgar had been left in waiting. And that is where we pick up this time. I will go ahead and have everyone roll for initiative.
Numbers hate him.
Numbers do indeed hate him.
Jeez.
15.
For Cal.
Let me spend a couple minutes looking for my character sheet. Just joking. No, but I am.
I got the 14.
I got the 6.
Now that's a wizard's initiative.
That's right. It's right where I should be. Amy, where is mine? It's like
Where's your what?
character sheet's not in the front.
I know, that's because we played with Tristan. It's under those ones. It's on the right side.
Oh, it's on the right. Okay.
Toby got 19.
Toby coming in hot.
There's Omega.
All right. So, Cal,
Yeah.
I'm going to have you run or roll rather a navigation check.
All right. It was 9.
Plus 8, I think.
Yes. Yeah,
Yeah,
17.
It's a little bumpier than usual, but it's a perfectly acceptable landing that you make. And the ramp comes down, and as you all emerge, you see Cromgar and another person.
Oh.
Another.
Yeah, it's a halfling.
Oh.
Hello.
What? Is he doing something?
Standing there, it appears they are waiting for you.
Okay. Did that voice sound remotely familiar like Omega's?
Hello, I am Omega.
Yes, it
Yeah,
does.
that's it.
Okay.
So they're just waiting for us.
They're waiting for you, and Cromgar goes, "Hello, my friends. This is Marcus Shopkeeper."
Oh. Hello, shopkeeper. It's going to be one of those days, is it?
Oh no, I'm not a shopkeeper. I only come from a family of shopkeepers, if you understand. I'm actually a research specialist for the Galactic News Network.
Oh, wow.
Oh, it's Dibley guy.
Well,
No.
funny you mentioned that. I'm not
Gidwaldo.
Gedwardo Dibley, but
Oh, you're not Gidwald. Oh.
I
What?
am here
Oh.
on his behalf, as it were.
I miss
He
a
is
little
cool
better.
as he seems.
He's a very generous and kind man, actually.
Is he? He seems like it. He seems like a genuinely fantastic
Oh, no.
individual.
Well, he's certainly always been very kind to me. I do most of his basic research, and then he comes in and asks questions that handsome way he has. And
Yes.
about that, it's that he's missing. Yes.
So we
What?
could help.
Well, that's precisely why I was here.
He's just such a handsome. No, no, I don't know what that was.
Your accent took a deep dive.
Yeah, I did.
did.
Yeah, that
Cal,
was
are you
weird.
feeling all right?
No, I'm just
Starstruck.
I'm just starstruck.
Starstruck by the
Just talking about
research
it.
assistant of Eduardo Dibley.
Yeah.
And terrified at the fate that Gidwaldo may be dead. Do we know where Gidwaldo might be?
I don't have a clue actually. I know that he was staying in a hotel near the city center, a very dangerous place, it must be said. But I've not seen him in a couple of days. And I'm starting to get really worried. But I do keep, lots of feelers out, and I'd heard that the very skillful crew that used to be on the Scorpion was on planet Kildil, and I thought if anyone could recover Gedwardo Dibley, it is you all.
Oh yeah, it's totally us.
Can I do an insight check on this dude?
Yeah.
Okay. That would be a 18.
18. You're getting two resounding feelings from Marcus Shopkeeper. One is of complete, genuine honesty, and the other is nerd.
Okay, so he's not just blowing smoke up our ass and like
No.
Okay, like he's
No.
kind of laying it on thick.
He is laying it on pretty thick.
We're not that great.
He's not an intern, but he feels like he's kind of permanently an intern.
Yeah.
Like this is definitely not on camera talent for GNN.
Okay.
He is a behind the scenes guy, and he's very capable at that.
Maybe out of his element.
Kit, for example, you are mystified as to how anyone would put together the crew of the Jackalope and the Scorpion, because you have been pretty thorough in trying to forge records.
Yes.
How are you responding to this great confidence with which this tiny little man is behaving?
I mean, I guess since I'm probably not talking to Omega, can I do my own insight?
Yeah. Omega keeps Omega's own counsel for sure.
I got an 18.
An 18, which is exactly what Omega got.
Yep.
Yeah. So I guess I know the same.
I would say with your 18, what you pick up is that this person is exceptionally good at his job. If he was able to follow the paper trail and put together previous encounters, he mentions Ivan Zim. He mentions one of the incidents on Jexar, the last planet you all were on, and is able to, convincingly portray that he has been able to track you all down.
I am curious how you have done these. How have you been tracking us?
Oh, well, it's funny you should mention that. And
He
he
just
pushes his
nerds
glasses up and he pulls out a pad and he begins to scroll through what appears to be a 287 slide PowerPoint, where he is putting together, records of what went on, descriptions of people involved, and, cross-referencing manifest. Here's where it got really tricky. As soon as this organization, the Nozama Corp, came after you all, I have some publicly traded records for asset recovery. The records kind of disappeared for a little bit, so I had to rely on descriptions and just really good guesswork. What was close by, and I put it all together that you all must be here.
Perhaps at some point we could have a job for you to help make sure that we disappear better next.
I don't believe anyone in the world could find you in the same way that I have found you.
You're very confident.
He's
Yeah.
he's 3'6" and beaming. Like if you saw, like, if you guessed his height based on the smile on his face, he would be 8'4". He is very proud of his intense research skills.
Yes, and Omega is not super easy to disguise, so this has not been easy. And the
Yeah.
description thing, I think I need to work on making him look more like Tin Man from Wizard of Oz or something.
I mean, good.
Yes, he was certainly the easiest to get the description of.
Yes.
I must say though, Cal, the description I get of your suit doesn't do it justice.
Oh, thank you. What do you think of this hat?
Well, the descriptions all say tacky, but I think you're rocking it.
Tacky, just in the eye of the beholder, ain't it? It's good hat, isn't it?
Yeah, about that time, Sando is like right here on him, and he kind of turns and looks, and I picture Sando just kind of licks him.
Oh, I love that.
That may or may not be based on an encounter I actually had with a wolf once. So, intense moment for sure.
I'm sorry, what was your name again?
I just mark a shopkeeper, but don't let it. I come
yes.
from a long line of shopkeepers, but my skills were put to use elsewhere.
Yes, you're the shopkeeper. Okay, so, do you have any leads? Shall we go? What are we doing?
I can take you to the hotel. Once we're there, I'm really that's more sort of your bailiwick, is my understanding.
Just going to the hotel. Are we investigators now?
Oh, I think for Mr. Dibley? Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah, do you think he would pay us well, Cal?
Well, I do believe he would. Now, unfortunately, I make a research assistant's salary, so I have like nothing.
But you do make a salary.
I do make a paltry salary. You can see where it has gotten me. And
Yes.
as he kind of raises his arms to the sky, you hear bombs going off in the distance because you're still in a war zone.
Oh, I hate being in war zones.
Right. You get paid in half. Do you not?
I do get a room and board as a sort. I get to per diem. It's
I expect your podium.
okay.
As my salary.
Here's 5 gold credits. Then.
He takes the 5 gold, or Omega takes the 5 gold credits. Ching, ching.
I suppose I'll just eat tomorrow.
No, I will take that one until we get Ghibli back.
I do think Mr. Dibley is very well off. I'm sure he would be quite grateful to be recovered, preferably alive and with all of his limbs.
Yes,
I mean,
indeed.
we do our best, right? We do our best.
Thank you for your lunch money.
The wizard just beat up the nerd for the lunch money. That's a red letter day for D&D. And so are you all ready?
Oh yeah, I'm raring.
Yes. Most definitely.
I mean, do we need to buy anything in this dump of a town?
I mean,
Any what?
Do we need to buy anything in this dump of a town?
I mean, you could try. I would tell you
I would love
that.
to-
I guess my question is, there's something else to do, right?
Not particularly. No.
Okay, I just want to make sure we're not missing anything.
What I would say is what you know from your last trip to Tristley is that this is the current side of the most intense fighting in this
That's right.
troubles, we could call it.
Mhm.
And there are very, very limited supplies, certainly in this city.
Yeah, this limited
Oh.
scale policing action. That's
Oh,
going,
yeah, I
that's
mean,
going on here.
Anything you buy is going to be done at like at least triple cost.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I
Fair
think
enough.
we do.
So
Alright.
you all begin to make your way through the streets. How are y'all doing that?
I mean, are we still
Discreetly.
Yeah, discreetly.
discreetly?
Discreetly.
I mean, do we want to be? I can cast pass without trace.
Let's do
I
it.
think that is probably a wise idea.
Also, ain't anyone going to comment that I look a lot like Eduardo Dibley?
I mean, it's uncanny.
It's
I-
uncanny, ain't it?
Yeah.
I,
I
mean,
think
I'm
Kit
not
could
sure
probably
that's
do it
gonna
better.
come in handy, but let's keep it in mind.
Yes,
Kit, maybe you should look like Waldo Dibley. At some point.
All right, so everyone roll me a stealth check, and you can add 10 to your score. Sweet.
I got 23.
That's pretty good, Omega.
That's good enough.
So,
That plus 10 helps.
I got a 39.
Jesus Christ.
whoa,
Kit blinks out of existence.
21.
21 for Cal.
Let's hear. Toby got a 23, and Sando got a 15.
Oof.
Mm.
Imagine Kit turning into like a flea and just like bouncing off of people and
Yeah.
going back.
Kit goes bap and transforms and begins to
Yes.
fly down the street.
Exactly.
Feels appropriate.
Cal, you're
Yeah.
you're feeling a little less stealthy than Toby and Kit, or
Yeah.
definitely the Kit, Toby and Omega.
Yeah.
Tobmega.
Omega.
Oh my.
Oh,
But that's mostly because you are not putting away this bitch.
I'm not putting away the hat. Oh, it's still I'm thinking about getting some them fancy, real classy jewels, like all around
The brim.
brim. Thank you.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right.
Jewel encrusted brims are all the fashion these days, Cal.
Yeah. Yeah. Dazzling. It's just so classy.
Yes, classy.
Classy. Yeah.
Classy.
So you all are making your way through the streets as stealthily as you can.
Hmm.
Not quite as stealthy as Kit, because how the hell could anybody be? But Marcus Shopkeeper got a 27 on his stealth.
oh, good.
So he is also quite well hidden.
Maybe we hire him.
Let's
Yeah.
see.
We need a research
I mean-
assistant. He'll be an honorary Quevin.
Yeah. I mean, we have one person that numbers hate, and this one the facts probably hate, right? They don't want to be discovered.
Exactly.
Yeah, I think it makes perfect sense.
Because numbers aren't facts.
Numbers aren't facts.
As you are making your way through the streets, again, there's a sound of fighting, sometimes more distant than others. You all are creeping through, and I'd say it's kind of late afternoon, early evening. So there's some shadows around, and you all are mostly sticking to those. As you are moving down the street, you figure you're probably about halfway to the downtown area, as it were. You all take cover as you see a patrol moving through. You see 3 heavily armored guards,
Oh, I hate to feel
and what appears to be a heavily armored cleric of some sort moving through the streets.
Eric Schmerich.
And they're kind of looking around, and everything is, quiet, still. And I would say, Toby, you're the first to notice that they seem to be taking a lot of interest in the area where you know Sando to be hidden. And you're starting to see them move towards that. Now, Toby, you currently have the initiative.
Toby dismisses Sando.
Oh, dang.
And
Nothing there, dummy.
Fascinating.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, they go over there and are moving through. Toby, I'd say you're about 4 or 5 feet away from these, big, heavily armored figures. And they're kind of looking around mysteriously. And one of them says to the other, I must have hit a sacrificial line a bit hard. I thought I saw a dragon here. And they laugh loud and hearty. And a moment later, you hear boots moving down the street.
Idiots.
We'll say it's handy being able to do that.
Yeah.
That's a very useful mechanic right there.
But now I have to use a spell slot to get him back.
Does Sando need to breathe?
I don't think so.
Put him in your
He could just go in my bag of holding, or if you had one.
Yeah, I have the handy haversack or something.
Yeah.
I will say that wouldn't be nearly as dramatic as what just happened.
No.
Oh,
Boom. Bye, Sando.
this-
Boom.
What
So-
dragon?
I was gonna say Sando has he's claustrophobic, so he really would not like being
Fair enough.
That rings true.
And you all, after a couple moments have passed, you all take a deep sigh of relief and begin crawling your way downtown. It takes a while, and by the time you get there, the sun has fully set. The fighting has not exactly ceased, but it does seem to be quiet. Too quiet.
Oh no.
Oh.
It's
A little
just
too
too
rough.
quiet.
It's bad.
There's just kind of a heavy feeling in the air as you all walk to the rather rough looking remains of a hotel. It is still functioning as you walk through. A very officious looking front desk worker in a slightly worse for wear, but still lovingly maintained uniform goes, excuse me, where do you think you're going? And Marcus Shopkeeper holds up his badge and goes, oh, these are friends of mine. They're here on behalf of Mr. Dibley.
Yeah.
And the desk worker, oh, well, carry on then. The elevator is out of service, so I'm afraid you will have to take the stairs to the 27th floor.
Fair enough.
Oh yeah. I can skip leg day tomorrow.
I need you
I
all.
was gonna
I need you all.
Sorry.
Go ahead.
Toby summons Sando and rides.
All right, then I need all the 3 of you and Sando to roll me an athletics check.
Okay.
14. Huh?
Do I need to do one?
One.
Do I-
This isn't gonna go well.
Oh no!
So Sando is athletics, right?
Yep.
He got a dirty 20.
Sando has no problems.
Yeah. What's that draconic constitution?
Omega, what did you get?
Where's that noise? Oh, sorry, I didn't know I had to do one.
Do you hear the music?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like it.
Will's practicing his bass.
11.
So this is not the most athletic party ever constituted.
Well, we wouldn't be on our back legs all day.
How does he also doesn't do great. I'll give him advantage since he's been here before. Nope, he did even worse that time. Yeah, it's a long way to the top if you want to rock and roll. Toby, you have no problem. Sando takes the stairs 3 at a time and is up at the 27th floor like in
Lickety
minutes.
split.
Cal, you don't have too much trouble, but by the time you get to like floor 22, your legs are so tight. You
Already.
definitely can skip leg day for like a week.
Yeah.
Omega, the Warforged are designed for long physical, but like you're not really in that same mold. And it takes some doing. You get hung up a couple of times, kind of, there are a few malfunctions that you have to kind of repair before you can move on.
Fair
Kit,
enough.
no one said there was going to be athleticism involved today. And
This is crap.
wow, yeah, you get to the 27th floor like 25 minutes after everybody else. And unfortunately, with that natural one, I'm going to give you a point of exhaustion.
Yeah, that's disability on checks, right?
Yeah, disadvantage on checks. Not attacks, not saving throws, but yeah, you're gonna. This investigation is gonna be a little rough on you.
Yep.
Toby, you've been playing with Sando, who's just running up and down the halls like unbothered. As your companions, even Omega, who doesn't require air, appears to be slightly winded from the climb.
Yep.
And Kit, you're pretty sure might pass out at any moment. It's like second one, you puked like 3 times, like every 9 floors you puked.
Kit, do you need some water? It looks like you need to rehydrate.
If it makes you feel any better, Marcus Shopkeeper didn't do much better. He got a 7. He is likewise like, at least I beat Kit up here. Oh, and he takes out the biggest inhaler any of you has ever seen. Okay.
So I have to clarify. Is it because he's small and he has a big inhaler or normal size inhaler? Or is it
No. This is like an inhaler for like a large creature.
His lungs are that bad.
Yeah, it's sad.
Yeah.
So he opens the door, and before you is what would be under normal circumstances a very, very, very nice hotel suite. I'm going to have you all roll me an investigation check as I go back to that part of my notes.
I got 18.
18.
At least I have high things to add to all my disadvantaged rolls.
I got a 22.
Are we doing investigation?
Investigation.
Okay. Toby got a 23.
You always beat me. Always.
And,
I would have had a 20.
I was able to re-roll it because I got on that one.
all right. So that's a very good mechanic right there. All of you take time and you spread out. One thing that you see very quickly, there appears to be broken glass and furniture around the room. Clearly signs of a struggle. How?
Yeah.
You find a notebook.
Oh.
And as you're flipping through it, you see that there are interviews from a variety of Galactic Union and Killadil Liberation Army sources.
What?
Kit, you go through it with Cal, and there's some fascinating stuff in there, but not a whole lot of clues. Omega and Toby.
We find the cricket.
Yeah, that's how loud the fucking grasshoppers are at our house right now.
Nice.
Like when I go to water the plants, it's just grasshoppers for days,
yeah.
just like leaping off of things as water hits them.
Wow.
It's
a lot.
It's not as intense as when I lived in Arkansas, but this is the loudest summer I've had since 2005.
Nice.
We let Mac out today in the backyard. He loved it. He was hunting and
Oh my
jumping
God.
Yeah.
and eating and
He gained 20 pounds from the grasshoppers.
Yeah.
Good eating.
They are,
They're enormous.
yeah,
And there's a lot of them.
and well fed
And they're
apparently,
yeah, they're
which is
eating all our
hilarious.
shit.
because we have like no grass.
Oh.
They eat
So
everything
they eat all our
else.
plants.
Yep.
Toby and Omega. you both scan through the notes, and one thing stands out to you, that the very last interview, the most recent notes, are from a GU source named Anneveld Hammerfell. I can put that in chat if anyone cares. But another thing catches your eye too. You notice, both of you, Omega and Toby, what appears to be a snag of clothing on the door jamb. And it appears to be green in color. And both of you know that is one of the colors of the Killadil Liberation Army. So you all have uncovered a couple of clues in this room.
Okay, so he was gonna go talk to someone from the Federation people, and then got kidnapped by the rebels.
It is entirely possible that that is what happened, based on the evidence that you have uncovered.
That's one route.
That is one possibility. I will say, neither the GU or the KLA is particularly fond of you all.
Is
I
there
mean-
anyone that is fond of us?
I mean, do we?
Marcus Shopkeeper.
I mean, but do we really care that they care about us?
The people on Euphoria Station who are being trafficked by Yvonne Sim are fairly fond.
Okay, we're
The,
not 100%
the people of
Myth.
Mithra Nor on the planet Jexar think of you all as heroes.
See?
Aww.
And Xandar thinks of you as perfectly competent stooges to do his dirty work for him.
For now.
Which for
is
for
right.
for a high-ranking Syrinx associate is sort of like liking you.
Yeah.
It's like sending you a nice email one time.
Pretty much, yeah. I think that's everyone in the known universe who likes you.
Yeah.
That's fine.
I mean, even the ones of us that have like mothers or something, they probably don't like them so much.
I mean, love and like are discrete
I
skill
mean, this is
sets.
also true.
Oh, all right, gang. What do you think we should do?
I think we should eat some Scooby snacks.
Oh, I love Scooby snacks.
yeah.
Well, while y'all are scheming, I'm gonna get a refill.
Oh,
But I got me magic, headband on, but I'm still not smart enough for this. So
we know, Cal. We know.
yeah. I mean, I think admitting one's limitations is important, don't you?
Oh, absolutely. I always mention when I have a limitation.
Yeah.
It's happened once. Toby, you seem to understand murder and whatnot fairly well, and kidnapping. What do you suppose happened?
I'm thinking that, well, I don't even know. I mean, the clothing scrap could be a red herring.
Exactly.
Well, I like herring.
But
Yes.
red herring is not
What about a
great.
red heron? Like the bird.
That's
Like a
pretty
bird?
good.
Yeah.
I like birds too.
Yeah, I'm right. It's, equally okay. Anything else with red stuff? Red fish. We were talking about fish.
We were talking about fish.
Right. I don't eat fish.
You also don't eat birds.
I don't eat.
It's true. He chows down on Duracell.
Yes.
Yeah.
You occasionally have silicone chips and dip.
No. Oh, ba-doom-tsh.
Dip them in some antifreeze.
Yeah, there you go.
Yes.
Delicious.
Delicious.
You know it's got that delicious kind of minty flavor.
Yeah.
When you see it. I have cousins that drank antifreeze and somehow didn't die. But it does explain a lot about them since then.
Really?
They were never they were always
Well, I
about as
just
sharp
mean
as a marble.
That's really bad.
They
Oh
never
yeah,
ma-
no, I know.
They never made it out of the forest.
No, they're dumb as hell. It's true. Oh no.
Okay.
Please, I'm gonna eat some
They
antifreeze.
seem fine.
Okay.
They didn't throw up that much.
No more than they usually did.
No, they only had one seizure.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Anyway,
Dun, 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 dun.
more travails from the south.
Yeah.
Kit, did you have anything? Do you know what? Should we just go to that contact?
Out of breath.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm still feeling very sick and nauseous, and I cannot focus on this.
Fine.
Oh.
Cal? Oh, no,
Yeah.
it's Toby. Toby. Cal, you didn't notice. We found the piece of paper, not you, Cal. Toby, this piece of paper has someone's name on it.
Mhm.
What?
Clothing. It's a piece of clothing.
Oh, what? No, the thing
I'm
that
the
had
one
the
that found the
contact.
paper.
The contact. He was going to a contact. Right?
So there was the clothing, but then there was like a
Yeah, the book that I
Yeah.
found.
The
There's also a notebook with the last contact.
right.
The notebook.
Unavowed Hammerfell.
Yeah.
Should we go to Hammerfell?
I think that's a good start.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I do think that we should retain this piece of clothing and maybe, compare it to if it comes to that.
Yeah.
Yes.
Indeed.
Indeed.
All right. So you make your way downstairs is a lot easier.
Yeah.
It's harder on the knees, but yeah.
It is. Those of you with sore legs, that's most of you. In some ways it's worse, but like it's way easier.
All right.
As you make your way down, I won't make you do an athletic check for going down 27 flights of stairs.
Thank you, benevolent DM.
Roll.
Already hosed y'all pretty hard on that. I was like, oh, wouldn't this be funny? And it was.
It was.
It's hilarious.
It was. But rule of threes, and there's
Yeah.
no reason to climb the staircase a third time.
Mhm.
So yeah, you all head down. It takes a minute.
Yep.
And I would say by now it's full night, and that kind of too quietness has faded away to the sounds of extremely loud fucking grasshoppers.
Yeah.
I
try not to chase them.
And you all are moving through the city yet again. This time headed for the GU compound in the city.
In the city.
In the city.
And I'll do that so I can get back and forth. So you are approaching the guard station of the GU compound. And if possible, it is under even higher alert than the last compound that you all walked into. As the GU is kind of on its back foot in this city.
Kit, should you turn into the reporter?
Do you think that? I mean,
Like,
do you
should
think
we?
that's a good idea?
Well, like he had this person, right? This contact.
Right, but what if the contact took him
Yeah.
and has him, and then I show up as him? Not, I mean,
Wouldn't that would get their attention, right? That'd be pretty funny. He escapes
I mean,
jail
look
and then
at their
comes back
attention.
for another interview.
You fell for the classic decoy good
Yeah.
word.
Aha.
Staple of all fantasy sci-fi literature.
You have a goatee.
I feel like it could bring in some unwanted attention, and perhaps could only be used as a last resort if we can't find our leads. Then perhaps it would bring our leads to us.
Well, I really don't want to go in there with you all, but I know you've got really good forgery skills. I've seen them; they're very convincing. It took me to break through them. But if you want to forge some GNN
Oh, that's a good idea.
badges,
Oh, thank goodness that you're here.
that might help you at least get inside.
Yes, I will do that. This is good idea, little Marcus shopkeeper.
I'll give you a straight roll on deception.
Okay,
32.
27.
Oh, they are very, very convincing. In fact, there's a moment where he's like, "Wait, this one's mine, right?"
Oh, you're good.
Well, good luck, you all. If you should need me, here's my communicator number.
You
Thank
will
you.
be missed deeply.
Yes, good luck, and if you run into Mr. Dibley, tell him Marcus misses him.
No.
Yes.
You'll be telling him real soon yourself, pal.
I certainly hope so. If anyone can do it, I think it's you.
Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah,
Yeah,
you're
right.
right. You're absolutely right.
Yeah.
And he scurries away into the
Yeah.
darkness, jumping at every bomb that goes off in the meantime.
I mean, when did it?
It's like 5 of them.
He's probably really hungry too.
Quite possibly.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, Omega taking all his money.
That's,
bad robot. Bad robot.
that's why he's hungry.
Omega, roll me a perception check.
Okay. That would be a 23.
Yeah, as you glance back, you see him like go past the trash can and kind of stop, and then go back and like lift it up
Yeah.
and look kind of longingly at something on the top, and then think better of it and shut it and go away, kind of holding his stomach.
He's resourceful. He's resourceful. He's a researcher. He knows where to get stuff. That's what I figured. He's in a war zone. He
Probably
knows
a
where there's
DNA
food.
green room somewhere on planet.
Yeah.
So,
If he found us, he knows where to get information like food,
press
things.
crudité.
He'll be fine.
Touch that crudité.
Don't you touch that crudité.
So you all are approaching now quite official looking media relations badges prominently displayed. You all are approaching the front gate of the GU Fortress. And again, actually in this case, it's like 4 heavily armed guards step in front of you with plasma rifles. We're going to need to know what your business is here.
We're here to investigate what has been going on. We heard there's a great story here, but I do not know more information than that.
Well, you at least need someone to contact.
Oh yeah, Edward sent us here. He called us and said to come. Did he not tell you?
We've got no orders about media visitors since that Dibley fellow left.
Oh, where did the Dibley fellow go?
Not our business. He left here 2 nights ago.
Where'd he go? I thought that he was going to be here as well.
Not on any orders we heard.
Oh. Well, can we come in and get it sorted? Perhaps can you call someone and let them know we were supposed to be here? I don't know where the miscommunication came from.
I'd like to roll some kind of check. I'm not sure what it would be, but I want to assess whether he's the kind of person that would be bribable.
That would be an insight check.
Okay. Not great.
he looks very bribable to you.
Well, oh, don't trust. Oh, he looks real bribable, doesn't he? Yeah, Joe.
Yeah, with his finger like
Yeah.
waiting on the rifle.
Okay, yeah. All right. That seems all right.
See, that would be what
An 8.
an 8.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not enough.
Yeah.
It's not enough that you're like, wait. It's like you think he looks bribable, and then you like reach for like your wallet, and then you
And
see
you kind
like
of adjust like
that. You notice that him and a couple of his colleagues have kind of zoned in on you. Is like, yeah, he may be bribable, but I don't know how.
I show you me toe beans. I don't mean no harm.
Yeah, very well. Look, if you've got a contact, we can call up. But otherwise, it's not been going great for us here in this shitty city.
Can I like
Sorry.
look around and see if there's any clues of like names or something I could
ki-
just
Roll me,
randomly
roll me a history check.
Did you mention the contact that?
I did, yeah.
No,
Okay,
did Kit?
Arnavald Hammerfeld.
Yeah,
I know. Did Kit mention Hammerfeld?
Several of you did look at the notebook.
I know, but did we mention it to the guards that we wanted to go talk to Hammerfeld?
No, not yet.
Okay.
Hammerfeld.
I got a 24.
Hammerstein. I don't care.
24. Oh, you'd be wanting the garrison commander then.
Yep.
Yep.
Let's give me a moment. I'm going to call up to the headquarters and see if they let you through.
Thank
And for a solid 6 or 7 very uncomfortable minutes, you all are standing under heavy guard. There's the occasional flash in the sky as an explosion goes off. Whooshing of fighter ships moving overhead.
So you're probably all pretty ready to get off this shithole, huh?
Roll me a persuasion check.
I was just making conversation.
I know. I just want to see how conversant they are. Not at all. They just stare at you. Their expression unchanging.
Yeah. I'll bet you're great at parties.
If anything, they look more pissed.
Yeah, I'm sure. I'm not making myself any friends.
If you would like everlasting life in the form of a construct, I can assure you that you will be greatly rewarded.
Omega, roll me a persuasion check.
Can get a 20, not 20. They do anything to get off the shithole planet, including sell their soul.
It wouldn't be religion, would it?
No.
It would be an 11.
An 11. One of them looks at you and goes, "Have you seen this fucking planet? What makes you think I'd want to see any more of this after this shit?"
Now, your everlasting life will not be on this planet. It could be on many planets.
That sounds better already, innit?
It is. You want to come with me?
No, they'll kill me for being a deserter.
No, you will have everlasting life.
About that.
Yes. Your suffering in this life will pay off in the next.
You have no idea about GU bureaucracy, do you?
Where are you from? Your accent sounds familiar.
It's about that moment that the first card comes. That part of the adventure is not designed yet. Someone has not come up with the GU core planets yet.
That's on the that's on the DLC.
Yeah. According to EA, that's going to cost you an extra $24.99.
Exactly.
Well, Commander Hammerfeld says to let him through. So I'm to escort you all to the garrison commander's office.
Let's go.
Please do not touch anything. Please do not step off the trail. Everyone around here is eager to shoot anyone they don't know. So please follow closely.
Noted.
Noted. And I'm doing it.
Yeah, and as you all pass through the gate, a series of alarms go off.
Doo-doo-doo.
Oh no.
Are you all carrying magic items, perchance?
No.
I don't believe so.
I mean, sir, I am magical. I am a wizard.
Ah,
A necromancer.
well, that explains why you were trying to tell what's his face over there about eternal life.
Yes.
Um,
It's
I'm
glorious.
going to have to.
Would you like everlasting life in the form of a construct?
No, I'm all good. I am.
You would be
going
greatly
to-
rewarded in the afterlife.
Yeah, I'm sure. I'm going to have to put a suppressing field on you all for safety reasons.
Oh,
According to high court rulings, we're not allowed to confiscate magic items from the media anymore. But I am going to have to subject you all to a magic dampening field.
Fine.
Can we counterspell?
I have dispel magic. We can do it later.
He takes out what appears to be a very big, very heavy, frankly quite uncomfortable backpack, and hoists it on. And you see, and this is a big, strong guy, and he is like straining under this. And as he, gets his final strap on, he turns a knob. And Omega, you feel this most prominently, though all of you feel just this kind of dead air around you.
Wait, does Omega have magic or is Omega magic? Because he is,
Yes.
yeah. So
I'm
he
both,
would
but,
have to carry him, right? Like, can he still
no,
walk?
you can still walk, you can still function.
Okay.
None of your magic, Cal, you instantly feel dumber
Oh,
as
man.
your headband of intellect goes.
ooh, so do I. I have
Yep.
a headband too.
Toby.
Yeah. So all of your magical items for the moment and any spells you can cast currently are not functioning.
So with that, with
What does Sando? What happens to Sando?
Sando blinks out.
So we'll just have to-
Here's what I would say. I will have had you leave Sando outside the gate.
Okay.
And so Sando is currently not snapped out of existence. What I would say is your haversack and your bag of holding, Toby and Omega, respectively, is currently inert. Nothing negative happens. It's just deactivated.
right.
If you opened it right now, it's a bag.
But we know that like if things hit the fan, we just gotta like take out the backpack.
Yeah.
Okay.
It looks. I put it this way. It looks complicated.
I'm not gonna wear it. I just want to break it.
A couple of rounds and a really high check, you could probably shut the thing off.
Good
Okay, and
whack.
my Stone goes out. I just got to remember what stats are all affected by magic.
Same here.
Yeah.
So I have the headband of intellect, amulet of health, hill giant strength belt. I don't remember any of the stats. So I'm
Yeah.
gonna do some-
Put it this way. I have no intention of this becoming relevant in the immediate future. What I will say is you feel disempowered. You feel more like regular folk than you have felt at any point since you all landed on the desert hellscape where this campaign began.
We hate feeling not regular folk.
Yeah, it's pretty shitty.
Yeah.
Because this is the first like real direct contact you have with the GU, and thanks to Kit's really very incredible forgeries, you all are able to keep your items on you. What I would say is if normally when you go into a GU institution, they make a big show of confiscating all laser pistols and rifles, all magic items, all of that. They'll check it for you. You can get it back with your, coat check or whatever. But they are very strict in how they regulate their magic.
We'll hate that.
Yeah, it turns out there are a whole lot of overpowered spellcasters wandering around on the old world that could just bend reality all the time. And it's very disruptive to running a coherent, functioning government. As a rule,
Yeah.
The IPA seems to have, mostly skirted it, just with the occasional catastrophe. But yeah, the GU is real restrictive on magic.
Oh, it's so oppressive. Oh, so oppressive.
What I would say is that we are free of rogue mages just destroying fucking everything in their path. The guy says as he's, slowly humping you all across the
Yeah. Oh.
It's so much worse, to live enslaved to a rogue necromancer. Oh, if you could just give me a moment here, I need like a Gatorade or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's unregulated magic, fucking catastrophe. What do you think destroyed the old world that led us to split out to all these fucking planets like this shithole?
Taxation.
Yes, I'm sure it was unregulated magic. We don't have any magic here. Very few.
As your Warforged friend is very wise,
Yes.
and I
Oh, that's
also
the first time
incapable
it's
of
been called
understanding-
that.
Some
Yeah,
people
it-
like me.
I'm also incapable of understanding irony. It's a feature, not a bug.
Or maybe that's part of that backpack. Maybe it, disables your higher brain functioning too.
No, that's being in the military.
Oh yeah.
If
Oh, go
if
ahead.
one of you could just give me a push to help me get up these stairs, this backpack is very fucking.
You need like a little trailer, like one of them little wagons.
Blimey, that's a good
It's a
idea.
good idea.
It wouldn't help with these stairs, but it would be
Oh,
a good
yeah.
idea otherwise.
Yes, it seems like there's way more effective ways to do this than what you are doing.
Well, unfortunately, all our local spellcasters are currently occupied with the destruction of the Galactic Union on this planet.
Right.
So unfortunately, you all don't rate quite high enough to bring a mage out to suppress your magic.
Yes, because we are just lowly members of the media.
Yeah, I know.
Is it?
I've seen the coverage you all have been putting on GNN with your fucking bias.
You know, we typically are more biased towards you.
Yeah, well, you're not lately, innit?
Well,
Well, that's not my place to say.
This has been lovely.
Commander Hammerfell's through here. Once you're done, I will be leaning up against this wall. Oh God, it's better for my back.
So again, that accent is so familiar.
The commander will see you now. The commander will see you now. He opens the door and
he actually like boots me inside.
takes out a pistol. On you go. On you go. I'm sort of kidding, but I'm sort of not. Get the fuck in there.
I'm gonna get you yet.
And you all are brought into one of the nicer waiting rooms you've been in. It's well maintained. You can tell maybe not as much as it would be in peacetime. But there's some lovely magazines, some reasonably comfortable chairs.
It's highlights. I like that one.
Yeah. You pick it up and you see that most of the puzzles have been done.
Oh, it's just as well. I'd have gotten them wrong anyways.
Yeah, you're not feeling quite as eager to do a puzzle as you would most days. And after a moment, you all are approached by a young man in uniform. Says, I'm Commander Hammerfell's assistant, and he's or they rather. Sorry, Commander. They will see you soon. If you think they're responsible for Mr. Dibley, or anything like that, it's important to remember that just don't be dicks is all I would say, because I'm gonna have to do so much paperwork. That's the case.
what do you know about Mr.
Everyone's
Dibley?
leaving now.
What do you know about Mr. Dibley? Quevin, you're clearly a Quevin based off of your accent.
I mean, I know. I have done. Here's the thing. Like, you really hurt me by bringing up that Quevin thing, because I got kicked out of the arcane unit for unauthorized use of magic.
Well, that is
I didn't mean
unfortunate.
to. was an accident. But they take that serious.
Oh, you quevened it up, didn't you?
Yes.
Oh,
I wish I had.
Oh,
No worse than quevened it up.
For every 3 Quevens that join the academy, 2 fall out, so I apologize that you did not beat the statistics.
Yeah, it's tough odds.
Indeed.
But I
Indeed.
got this job now, which is something.
Yeah, it's great.
in a war zone, yeah.
So what do you know about this gentleman, Mr.
Well, I love his show.
Guadardo?
I love his show. He's so handsome.
He's so handsome, isn't he?
He's got that booming voice too.
He's so good.
Yes. Have you
Which
seen
is
him?
funny because he's a little guy.
Who's little guy?
Yeah, have you seen
like-
him
Oh, he
lately?
looks so big on. It looks so big on the view screen.
Yes,
Yeah.
but clearly you've met him.
Oh yeah, no, he interviewed the commander like 2 days ago.
Oh.
How did that go? Like, was it really like super interesting? And
I wasn't allowed to be in the room.
well, could
and-
you like get anything through the door?
No, I had paperwork.
And when he came out, he was healthy and going home.
Yeah. He took a picture with me. He shows you a selfie, and it's Eduardo Dibley and this guy's thumb.
Oh,
An insight check on him.
Yeah.
Hang on, disadvantage. Oh. 15.
15. He seems genuine. He definitely hates this job. He would much rather be a mage, but you know, one mistake. The other overwhelming thing you get from him is a overwhelming desire to be anywhere but where he is right now.
oh.
If you like everlasting life in the form of a construct, I could.
Oh, I got a contract I got to serve out first.
I heard the contract is nearly unbeatable.
Yeah, it's I got 4.5 years, give or take, on a 6-year deployment.
Good luck, buddy.
I don't think I'm gonna be here in another 4 years, that's for sure.
No, you'll be dead way before that.
Well, I hope not. I've got dibs on an escape pod if I need it.
You keep that.
Yes, I'm
me-
sure you had to do horrible things to acquire that.
Well, I just need to be the commander's assistant.
That's
Right.
horrible.
Yes.
I did have to screw over another Queven to get this job.
I mean, this is the way of the Quevens.
Yeah, it's tough, but you know, it's a Queven
When the
world.
when the Queven gets tough.
When the Queven gets stuck, the Kevin gets going.
I mean, with the Queven eats Queven world, I mean, you got to eat somehow.
Yeah, I mean, you can't just go around stealing people's lunch money or per diem.
No, they get their lunch money stolen. That's how the wizards eat.
Sounds like the nerd, half step above the nerd is the wizard, half step
Yeah.
above the sorcerer.
I'd put the sorcerer below the wizard.
If it's a sorcerer, it has charisma. I rarely meet a wizard with charisma.
Well, I don't. Come on.
Yeah, ask Rexenor about his persuasion score.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Well, anyway, the commander will see you all now. Get sparkling water. Can I get y'all anything?
Well, actually, that accent is so familiar.
I'm from GU Prime. Is what we call
Well, thank you. Thank you for your service.
Yeah, you're the first person to ever do that. Popcorn, hot towel, anything to keep from doing fucking paperwork.
Do you have any Duracell?
I will go get you some Duracell.
I will take some Duracell.
And he goes running from the room. After a couple of moments, a dwarven individual enters the room in full GU regalia. Toby and Omega, the first thing you notice is that absolutely nothing on this person's uniform is green. It is a dark blue and black uniform. And this dwarven individual comes in and comes around and begins to, shake hands and says, allow me to introduce myself. I'm Arneveld Hammerfell. I'm the garrison commander here, and I'm very busy. I made time for Mr. Dibley. He's a well-respected journalist. I don't know what you all are doing here. And so if you could very quickly and directly tell me that, I would greatly appreciate it. And they sat down behind their desk and, began sort of drumming their fingers on the tabletop.
Are we, just quick clarifying question,
Yeah.
are we basically posing as the same media as Dipley, or
I
like-
would say you are posing as behind the scenes crew for GNN.
okay?
So was the sound off or
No. So here's the thing.
fact checkers?
Yeah, we're fact checkers. We've been hearing some disturbing things about the kind of information that what was the something NN? What was the
GNN.
GNN? The GNN's been saying about this military campaign, and we want to make sure that everyone is clear on the incredible work you're all doing here. But some folks at the GNN ain't been saying that. What was Mr. Dibley saying to you exactly? We need to double check that everyone's on the same page.
Roll me an insight check. Anyone who wants to can do this, I would say.
I don't know. Ugh. Just disadvantaging sucks. 13.
13.
21.
Actually, sorry, 12, because I don't have my Lux on.
Yeah, that's right.
Investigation, you said?
Insight.
Insight. Oh, same thing. 16.
16.
Toby got 13.
How you doing, RNG?
What I would say is
Hopefully you're
that
having a great
what mostly
day.
registers for y'all as Cal is saying this is confusion on the part of Arneveld Hammerfell. It was a very pleasant conversation. Mr. Dibley was, he asked some tough questions, but they were fair. I laid out my point of view as garrison commander, as kind of third in command
Yes,
here on
do it.
on Killadale.
Do it.
It's been tough. We're losing a lot of ground of late. But I feel very confident that when people realize what
I just started
you
watching that.
can do for them,
I just started watching that. I'm like
they
30
will
seconds through.
realize that membership in our union has been beneficial to. Is something wrong with Mr. Dibley? He was perfectly fine when he left. We shook hands. He took a selfie with my totally incompetent. And at that moment, the assistant burst in and goes, "Here are the Duracells you asked for, Mr. Omega."
It's just Omega, thank you.
Yeah, I mean, there may be some Kirklands in there somewhere, but I swear they're just as good.
And they're all dead.
All right. Please be gone.
Oh, okay.
You've done a good job.
Thank you.
Good job.
If you want everlasting life in the form of a construct, you can-
Just don't listen to him.
I'm just saying, it will be a reprieve from what the mess you are creating here.
Go finish your fucking paperwork, Private.
See, look at that. You don't have to put up with that.
They're already gone.
Oh, dang it. Okay.
What makes you question the well-being of Dibley?
Well, I've not seen the report. He's usually pretty good about turning it around in a day or so.
Yeah, I just started watching it. I'm really looking forward to it.
And
I've seen a lot of
I know
her
know
stuff
that
on
dangerous
TikTok
fucking
and
place
stuff,
out there
so
right now.
definitely want to
A bomb goes off in the background.
Um,
emphasis.
yeah, watch more of that.
Did he
Good
say
recommendation,
where he was
solid.
going next?
His hotel, I suppose.
What if we was to tell you that he never made it back to that hotel?
That would be tragic.
Yeah, it
A
would be.
beloved media figure.
He's real handsome.
And like he was handsome. More handsome than I thought. Like, I thought, oh, on camera, it's all makeup. No.
Yeah.
Yes,
He's quite charismatic.
He's very popular. You know.
He used to be on what is it, Anasia or something, and they got promoted to the big boys.
Yes, he's very, very popular. A rising star, you might say.
Yeah. Oh, is like that old Anderson Cooper type, maybe.
Yes, exactly. And I'm sure once the higher ups hear that he has disappeared, shortly after visiting the garrison commander in this sector, I'm sure there would be questions risen about your competence to lead.
There's a sort of mirthless laugh that Anneveld gives you and says, look out that window right there.
Yes,
You see that war zone out there?
indeed.
That is the whole fucking planet. You think I'm worried about one journalist?
No, you are
A
clearly
journalist
not.
who is, if not unfailingly polite, even when asking tough questions?
I would imagine the billions of listeners that we have that find out that he went missing under your watch would be less than thrilled.
I suppose they would,
Yes.
except he wasn't under my watch.
Public opinion is in
I-
our corner.
My guards escorted him to here and from here. They saw him through the gates. I talked to them myself. He wasn't my responsibility.
May I?
You and your network can investigate until you get to my back teeth through the back address, and you're not going to find any evidence that I had anything to do with Eduardo Dibley other than that one interview.
I don't think you had anything to do with it.
No.
I think we're just trying to figure out what happened to him. And if your guards, do you know anything you can tell us? Like the guards that walked him out, like, was there anything, you mentioned that he took the selfie, like anything else that you can think of?
Did he mention where he was going next?
Or do you know where the Liberation Army may be housing him if they were to capture him?
Commander Hammerfeld kind of leans back from their desk and goes, Sigil! In here! Stack! And it kind of rattles the windows everywhere. Like you can tell this gruff dwarven voice is used to screaming. And about 90 seconds later, a very exhausted looking guard comes in. Yes, Commander. Did you see where that Dibley fella headed? You're under orders to tell these folks. And he goes down to one knee, looking almost as exhausted as Kit. This last I saw was headed in the direction of that hotel. We did nothing, Commander. Nothing without your orders. The GU military, the GUMs do not take kindly to media suppression.
Did you have this boat on your back because when we walked through, we had magical items and the alarm went off. Did that go off for Mr. Dibley? Was he carrying magic items?
No.
All right.
He knows geopolicy. Most of the media that come through here, they leave their items of a magical nature at home, so we can't confiscate unregistered magic items.
Did you two talk about anything? Did he give you any selfies?
One for my assistant.
Here, I got the dugout.
I'm good on pictures with celebrities. And you look behind and you see a variety of shots with movie stars, rock stars, a couple of wizards you've heard of. a paladin or two. Probably a druid in there somewhere. Some famous warriors, you know. But no, a media personality, nice guy.
Nice guy, yeah.
But,
that's what we're
um,
hearing.
No, other than that picture of the thumb and Eduardo that my assistant took.
Not much.
I'm- I hate to tell you all, but I'm afraid you hit a dead end.
Yeah, no, that's what it feels like.
I wish you luck. I have nothing but kind things to say about Mr. Dibley.
If you
He was very fair to us.
if you'll hear anything from him, will you let us know? And I give my do I give my communicator?
Tell me, why are you all looking for him? Is he missing?
He didn't make a scheduled arrangement. He might be fine. We just haven't been able to contact him.
I assure you, if the Galactic Union comes across him, we will return him to where he needs to be. I know we get a bad rap, but we do our best. It's a brutal world, it's a dangerous world, and we're just trying to make it so that everyone can live to the best of their abilities. And apparently that's not good enough for some folks. And a couple of explosions happen in the distance, right on cue.
Is it like on my phone where it says bombs emphasize text?
Yeah. Yeah.
like
that's
an
exactly like
Android.
that.
Anyway, can I do
Well, I think we're done here.
Can I do two things before we go? Can I do a second insight with how he's acting about the specific news? And then two, could I do an investigation check? Like, is he at his desk? Are there papers out that I could try to kind of glance at?
Yes, I will give you both of those checks. Unfortunately, a disadvantage. I tell you what, I'll give you the investigation check with a straight roll.
Okay. So insight. Oh, I even got a nat 20. Oh, and then I got a 2. I got a 10.
A 10. With a 10, you can tell this is a guarded personality. You don't get to be the number 3 commander on Killadale by having a terrible poker face. But you also don't get the sense that they've told you anything untrue.
Really quick, that scrap of fabric, what color was it that we
It was
found?
green.
It
Green.
was green. And is it just can I discreetly check and see if it's the same green as their uniforms?
Commander Hammerfield's uniforms, all the uniforms you've seen have been kind of a dark blue and black.
Okay.
You have not seen one scrap of green on this base.
Okay. So really quick, the ones that's doing you all are righteously fighting. What color do they have uniforms, or are they kind of?
Guerrilla
Let's go-
warfare.
There's both kinds, really. There's a lot of irregulars,
Yeah, freedom front.
which is, I mean, they certainly classify themselves that way. I'd say guerrillas or terrorists, maybe more accurately. But it's one of the reasons why we have to be so careful. It's one of the reasons why, even with the Galactic Supreme Court's rulings about searching media and confiscating items, we make folks like Sergeant Sigil over there carry around that fucking 85-pound backpack.
Yes.
This is a utopian future. I wasn't aware of that. I'm sorry.
Well,
Freedom of the press in this future? Wow, in this reality?
I mean, yeah, it's freedom of the press. It's not always the best thing for us, but we get kind of a bad rap, but we do try to protect people. We do try to preserve freedoms as much as we're able. It gets a little tricky when civilians are coming up and bombing your guard stations. It gets difficult when you can't take off in a transport without being attacked by fighter ships.
Yeah.
But we are committed to trying to preserve those rights.
Noted. So no uniforms.
Some of them do wear uniforms. Some of the combatants wear it's kind of a greenish, orangish kind of thing.
Or
Hideous, frankly.
hideous. Yeah.
But they take great pride in it. Oh, the trees and soils of Killadale.
yeah, ranking motion. Yeah.
They
yeah.
are fucking wankers.
Yeah, yeah. And would that be the same color as like what he described or this person described?
What I would say is the swatch that you all have seen
Yeah.
is not
Right.
totally inconsistent.
Okay.
What Commander Hammerfield will also give you is the running sort of joke with the KOA is the first item on any agenda is the split. So they may wear
Yeah.
different colors, different shades of green. Some are more a Kelly green, some are more an emerald or forest green. But they're all the same fucking wankers.
Yeah. Yeah.
I wish you luck.
Thank you. Thank you for your time.
Mr. Dibley is
He's a good guy.
he did right by me, as far as I'm concerned.
I'm glad to hear it.
Tough but fair.
Tough but fair. All right. Thank you. Thank you for your service.
All right. What'd you get on that investigation check?
When I take off all my magic stuff, 14.
14. Anything in specific you're looking for?
I think just one, any clues, but I'm also IPA, and so I feel like I'd also be looking for things to hold against the GU.
That seems fair.
What you see are a lot of reports of losses. Bases that have been lost, resources that have not been delivered. What you're getting is an even harsher view of the GU's military power than you expected. A lot of stuff is, carefully put away. It's a fairly clean desk. You do get the sense that while some of the figures on this base have slightly loosened lips, Commander Hammerfell is pretty on top of things. There's nothing particularly incriminating. What I would say is everything that you see basically confirms your already held opinion of the GU. With a 14.
Okay.
And if that is all, Sergeant Zigil will see you all to the gates, and you hear a sort of deep and resigned sigh as he strains to get himself up off the ground.
Oh. What are you doing?
Uh-oh.
Is that a little bunny rabbit going for a cord?
Uh-oh.
Okay, Snowball.
Little naughty tricks. There. Yep, busted. That is a busted bunny
busted
look
bunny
if I've
face.
ever seen one.
Oh,
Oh, so
I
cute.
Yeah.
I'll be a bad bunny.
One of my favorite videos that I saved for list is it's somebody I think it's Bunny's Day Out is their TikTok, and it's a rabbit that they like dance to music.
Yes.
It's pretty damn
It's so
adorable.
flippin' cute.
Oh. You're so cute, Snowball. Amber's kind of scared of Snowball. Because she bites.
If they weren't quite so high maintenance, I would
Yeah.
totally have a buddy.
She tried to dig in my dice bag, and they're all like.
Yeah, that all tracks.
Yep,
that all tracks.
Yes, I agree. If Andy wasn't allergic, I would get one.
Oh yeah.
And-
I'm like deathly allergic.
Oh, that sucks. That sucks.
And no, it's okay.
I
They-
mean, what are you allergic to?
It's okay. They stink.
But they're so cute.
It's so cute.
They stinky stink.
they can be very sweet.
Snowball.
Yeah. There's too much fur.
It is a lot.
I know, it got all over my nose from when I kissed
Yeah,
her.
I hate that. I
Oh,
hate
but
that
the-
feeling. Ugh.
The times we've gone up to like the rabbit rescue and like petted them and stuff, like
They're
it's
hairy.
like 4 days of like
Yeah.
Ugh.
like
We're-
you should invest in lint rollers if you're gonna get a pet
Yeah.
rabbit.
Right?
That's
Man.
fair.
What? Are we just waiting for
All
Toby
right,
to come
so,
back? Or
we can do a bit of narration that hopefully doesn't require a whole lot of action.
Okay.
It takes about 7 or 8 minutes, but Sergeant Zigil, who is wearing this enormous and uncomfortable backpack, escorts you all back across the compound. Oi, I'm going to be so glad when the fucking media is not coming around here anymore. It's a lot of work, quite frankly. Yeah, you all seem lovely, but this fucking backpack is a killer.
Yeah, I feel like we should be asking more questions about the backpack, but I don't know
I can carry it for you if you want.
I mean, I just don't care. That's his job. That's his job.
I think the commander would put me on potato peeling duty and latrine cleaning duty for the rest of my service.
Yes, you are essentially a slave. I offered you everlasting life, and instead you will live this torture day after day, feeling sorry for yourself.
I don't think you've realized what bit of power I do have. And he turns and he looks and goes, you! Yeah, you! Drop and give me 20 push-ups right now, motherfucker. And they do.
And they do.
See?
Wow.
I'm a slave.
Oh,
That is a slave.
that's a lot of power you have.
Good.
Yep. Now I get 20 push-ups.
Wow.
Or sit-ups. Yeah, that's one. Do push-ups and sit-ups at the same time.
Nice. Hey,
Fucking hilarious.
you must have at least a 3-inch penis. Good job.
I'll have you know it's 3 1/4.
Ah, great.
Correct. That's right.
That's right.
That's right.
Yeah.
Impressed.
I was wondering what the truck nuts were doing on your backpack.
Oh, that's just a laugh from the boys now, isn't it?
Yeah. Now he's impressed. You don't have any genitals.
I don't. I don't care to.
What's the fucking point, mate?
All
What?
right.
Yes,
You
what
got
is the
eternal
point?
life and no genitals?
Yes, there's no
What are you
point.
gonna do all that eternal life with?
Right. Like, what are you gonna do? Eat salad the whole time?
No souls.
I don't like shoes.
No souls.
Oh.
Yeah, still don't like shoes.
No.
Well,
it's-
anyway,
no.
here's the gate.
Yeah. Thank you.
You all are leaving, right? I'd really love to take this fucking thing
Yeah,
off.
yeah.
Goodbye, mate.
Yeah. Bye.
And you all feel magical power being restored to you.
So much smarter.
I was just gonna say, I feel like I'm so strong and I can.
You're just lifting. You lift up Omega.
Ugh.
How much can you bench press, Omega?
Yeah.
1 omega, 2
Um,
omega.
Toby has that Hill Giant Strength belt, so my strength is 21
Yeah, that's ample.
when I'm wearing the belt.
And when the belt is functioning, it's fucking great. Yeah, so you all are now clear of the base. You have your magical powers again. Sando comes out and happily is like snuggling up, and I started to say getting fur everywhere, but I'm not sure if
Probably feathers.
yeah, maybe feathers,
Yeah,
scales
feathers.
go everywhere.
Yep.
Trying to loop in the snowball there.
Oh.
Um,
That's cute.
So yeah, the GU lead turns out to be a bit of a dead end.
Yeah.
You do
Well-
still have the scrap of cloth that appears to be green in nature. You have definitely gained some information from Commander Hammerfell.
I suppose going toward the hotel he was supposed to be going toward.
All right.
I mean, isn't that where we were? Like, isn't that where we were in the hotel room, right? So you want to go back?
Make your way back.
I mean, we have nowhere else to go.
Along the way, as you're walking along, I'm gonna have you all roll a perception check.
Okay. Not my strength.
Oh, but I got.
Damn,
Dirty
16.
20.
Oh, sorry. 16.
that's enough, actually.
I can't do this math.
Yeah, tell me
Yeah,
about
dude,
it.
I hate you. It made me yawn. Stop.
24.
24. Yeah, all of you, as you are kind of making your way along the path that you're pretty sure Gedwardo Dibley would have taken. I feel like I'm missing something.
I'm sorry. Whenever someone yawns, it makes me yawn, and it keeps yawning, and it's making me yawn.
It's a fun trick.
As you all are walking along the path that Gedwardo Dibley most certainly is likely to have taken, you hear what sound like approaching footsteps. And they're definitely not the heavy booted soles that you've been hearing for the last, we'll call it, hour or so on the GU base. It sounds to you more like a variety of boots of various qualities. And you all hear approaching what sound like figures or members of the KLA.
Yeah.
And that's where we'll pick up next time.
What color uniforms are they wearing?
We'll figure that out next time after I
Ooh.
come up with a couple of planets for you to recognize access from.
That's so familiar.
What is that, like an ability you have, or what? What is that? Like, what's the joke?
Oh, yeah, just basically asking. So, where are you from? Like,
Right, just
hey,
every single time.
Let me poke around and all this stuff. that you have
Just-
written.
Backstory, buddy.
Yeah. Let's dig around in this lore that you swear you'd have written at some point.
Reading
That
some-
hasn't been relevant yet, and so has not risen to the level of, oh, I have an answer for that.
Right.
Sort of like in the previous campaign when it's like, oh, hi, I'm generic information bearer.
Yeah.
What's your name? What's your backstory?
Yeah.
What race are you?
Yeah.
Tell me everything about you. How are your fingerprints?
Yeah.
This is a rich and storied world. You
Yeah.
just forgot it all.
Yeah, it's a rich and storied world that is still in development.
Exactly. The universe hasn't expanded that far.
So is our world.
This is early Big Bang.
Oh, that was fun.
Yeah,
I
that's good.
like it. I like the mystery.
Yeah, I was trying to do something that wasn't quite as combat heavy. That's a little more let's explore, let's
Yeah.
role play, that kind of thing.
I like it.
As someone that sucks at combat, this is fun.
Yeah.
I do enjoy a good combat, but like I also don't want it to just be, you know, fights wall to wall.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
What's that, Amber?
Oh, I said it was a lot of fun. Sorry, I had to leave.
No.
Oh, that's fine.
That's what I figured you
Swizzle time,
were
yep.
going for.
Yeah, I got to sing the song.
Everyone cool for next Saturday?
I think so.
Are
Are we
we-
next Saturday?
Is Tristan having a sleepover?
With who?
Because it's the day before his birthday.
That's not next weekend.
I thought it was next weekend.
No. Is it? Oh, crap, it
Next
is.
Saturday is the 26th.
I mean, his thing's going to be earlier in the day on the 26th. The cousins won't be there, so he might have Noah and Caden over, but
Okay. That's fine. Yeah, so we're good. There's not
Cool.
gonna be like a big thing.
I will not be able to do the second. I'm going to a concert that night. So
fun.
That's okay. Isn't that Labor Day weekend?
Yeah,
yes, it is like
we'll be in Grand Lake.
Yeah.
Oh, perfect then.
Yeah.
hmm
Yeah.
Yeah, so we should be good for next Saturday.